Okay, better, I guess. Like, goddamn. Thank you. Welcome me. Onto your screens or onto your headphones. Depending on how you're watching this. I'm Eddie, and this is the Star Wars experiment, because that's the name we're going to go with. So, synopsis. I've never seen the Star Wars series in its entirety. I've never given it a first shake, so I'm trying to do that. And this is the second installment, and Star Wars Attack of the Clones. AKA better than the last one, I guess? Yeah. So it's set 10 years after the previous film. The Old Republic is losing its grip. Multiple planets are seceding, and a civil war is about to break out between the planets that want to leave and the Trade Federation versus the Republic. I hope I have that right. Jedi Knights caught in the middle. There's not enough of them to protect the galaxy. What will we do? Well, we will have war, gentlemen. War. Yeah, so this movie, the pros, I mean, way more action than the previous film, better fight scenes, better effects, better CGI, a lot less Jar Jar. I appreciate that, George Lucas. Thank you for reading my notes 22 years earlier. But yeah, no, I really like this film, actually. Well, let me rephrase that, I'm sorry. I like it better than the previous one because, to me, it elevated a lot. I'm not saying everything they did was good. I'm not even saying what they did was great, but I can imagine there were a lot of things in this film that a lot of people really enjoyed a lot more than The Phantom Menace. I'm sure people lost their absolute shit when we had this massive Star Wars, all these Jedis rushing the clones, and we had this massive brawl taking place. I'm sure everyone was like, oh my god. Also, Jango Fett, not Boba Fett, Jango Fett was present. So yeah, I mean, I can understand why people like this film. Certainly better than the previous one. It's funny because a lot of people say that this movie is a lot more boring than the previous film. To which my response is it though? Like, it feels a little bit better. Like, they tried to step it up a bit. Even Anakin's small parts with him, missing his mother, going and finding out that she's dead. Sad as it is, like, it fits the character. Now, that said. So, Anakin's a little bitch. It's not fair. Obi-Wan's holding me back. The sand is coarse. Like, I can't... Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's a time and a place for moments like this where Anakin can be honest with Padme or acted better. And I don't blame Hayden Christensen. As I understand it, Hayden Christensen, I don't blame the actor. Because, as I'm aware, he did an interview where he tried to make Anakin a bit of a... How do I say this? A bit of a bitch. Because that's how Luke was, which actually, I think I've seen some clips of Luke being a whiny little bitch too, so we'll find out when I get there. But that said though, Anakin just, like, the cringiest parts of this film. Oh yeah, the chemistry between Obi-Wan and Anakin isn't, like, set in stone yet. Like, people built it up as they had this great relationship, but as of so far... Nah, bro. No, they don't. Like, it's not a great relationship at all. Maybe they'll develop it more during the Clone Wars, but as far as Attack of the Clones is concerned, their relationship is just, like, volatile? Yeah, I guess that might be the right word to say. Also, again, so much cringe dialogue. Also, and I'm not saying I'm a better director than George Lucas, but, I mean, I think I can critique a film. And so when I say that the battle scenes were filmed very weirdly, like, mate, like, film it better. The battle scenes were not filmed very well. Like, it was confusing. You know what was going on. It just felt like, nothing versus nothing versus nothing versus a lightsaber. Like, no, there's better ways to film this. Also, maybe have the Jedi communicate with each other. Get the left flank. Get the left flank. You get the right. You take the sides. Like, I don't know, something along those lines. Like, make it a better fight scene where the Jedi are being overwhelmed, but they're holding their own versus these clones, other than some of the Jedi being taken out like, frankly, little bitches. Also, why didn't they use the Force in, like, one massive push? I feel like they could have done that and they would have been fine. Final fight scene, though, with Count Dooku, Obi-Wan, and Anakin versus him. Cool. I mean, it felt Anakin's character to, like, rush in and be a dipshit. It also fit when Yoda got in there. I'm pretty sure people lost their shit when Yoda went off on Count Dooku with his weird jumping lightsaber thing. Fair enough. I'm trying to find some positives in here, folks. Bear with me. So, that said, we're going to continue on to the Clone Wars. I'm not going to be giving grades to the Star Wars films. I don't know if I give a grade to the last one, but I'm going to try to not do that. Like, I'm going to try to be objective and just watch the film and share my experience rather than giving an objective grade and seeing what happens from there. Yeah, that said, please like and subscribe. We're trying to build the channel. Also, you can listen to our podcast via the link down below. Yeah, I'll see everybody.